Yes, I got you, girl, and Rebecca on here today with me. We're live.
I know.
Barely, I barely am, truthfully, y'all. Y'all bear with Mama here today. She has got vertigo going on, and whoo, everything in the room's spinning. But we're gonna make this work. I promise.
I'm staying in one spot.
Yeah, please do. A while ago, she was FaceTiming. Okay, so I wanted Rebecca to go live from Dallas because actually, this is our podcast. I got you, girl.
Yes.
Joshua's got me a new microphone. Is
Awesome.
it working? It's working.
Can you hear me?
Yay. I think the magnet on it is stuck to the one of these days we'll have those big fancy ones, but not yet. So Rebecca is live in Dallas, but I thought for this podcast it would be kind of cool because my heart is so about women and making a difference in the world. And of course, that's what we're doing in Dallas with what we do. But I would like for you today, Rebecca, to just tell a little background of how you came along at Felicia Bella and just where all this kind of came together from where we started. So people will know why we're in, and you're spinning. Woo. So people will know kind of why we're working together and what the heart is and just some things like that. So, yeah, so just start out and share the story of how you got involved with Felicia Bella.
Alright. Well, I went to elementary school in Rutherford, Tennessee, and I met Felicia's mother, Miss Patsy, and she was my special ed teacher there. And so for several years after, not just one. So I was very blessed and highly favored with that.
Aw.
So I don't know. She just they had me in special ed because I had braces on my legs. I was born with Lou Preethies and had to wear braces on my legs till I was like in fourth grade. So fourth
Mm.
grade, really, like I would hide them by the fourth grade. I would hide them at First Baptist in Kenton, Tennessee, behind the air conditioner before I got on school bus.
Naughty girl. She's always been naughty, guys. Apparently, this is before my time. This is mom's time with you.
And so I don't know. She influenced me. She was, you know, how they say it takes one good teacher. You never know who you're going to touch or help. And she was
Right.
different for me. And with her fashion and her personality and everything, I just never met anyone like her. I just loved her. And then, of course, as I grew up, growing up, I heard about you too. She'd always talk about her daughter and being in fashion. Of course, me being the color artist in the class. I would just love art and fashion and everything. So I was just like, oh, that's so exciting. And I remember the day you came and visited the class and saw her. I don't remember what y'all were doing, but it was just for a little split second
Really?
before we went to recess. You had
Really?
been up there. And so I don't remember exactly what year we went because that was
I remember going up there once with some tennis shoes I had done something to. That may be that time. I don't know.
I don't know. It was just like a second. Like I said, we were in line to go outside, but I at least got to see who her daughter was and who she talked about quite frequently. And moving forward, I guess I started working in healthcare and life happening. And I started working in Jackson at Dr. Stott program, and I was the manager of that. So I got to go to the Chamber of Commerce meetings in Jackson and um, gosh, what is this?
And we were a member of the chamber there too.
Oh yeah, and that
Yeah.
yeah, so um Mr. Moss was over that. It's been some years. So I don't
Yeah.
me if I don't remember names very well, but Mr. Moss was over that Chamber of Commerce, and I remember the meeting. He was like, "I'm going to tell you about the stores that are coming to Jackson," and he had mentioned yours, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's my friend's daughter!" And I was just excited. And at the time, I really did believe Miss Patsy on that because
Oh,
she used
wow.
to school with all her outfits and stuff. I thought it was her that did that, and
That
you
was back when I was designing clothes, actually, back in the day. And we had a little factory in Jackson that this lady put up to literally make the clothes. And I would go out there, we would cut samples. I couldn't sew a lick, But I would tell her, "I want this style, this style, this style," and yeah, so that was back that far. Wow, that's crazy.
um, let's see. And then of course I went to the store and got to see it. And then as I've moved across, I think my husband's moved me 11 times in the last 18 years.
Oh my
So,
gosh. You know what's funny though? When you started shopping on Live, I literally thought this whole time I didn't know there was any connection whatsoever.
oh yeah, well, I tried to.
None.
Sometimes I would try to, but you know, I was there to shop. Bailey. I was like,
Right.
I love
Right.
either.
And I thought, gosh, she moves around all the time. I thought you were literally a traveling nurse. Of
Well,
course, you were a nurse in healthcare, but yeah, but I thought, God, that must be why she's moving all the time because it was like all over the place.
I was actually a CNA, and but it's a nurse assistant, and so I've done that for 25 years. And then I was like, I think after Atlanta and being at Emory, I really just I needed a break. It kind of got to me, the chemo and stuff with the patients, so I had
Yeah,
it
I'm sure.
to me, and so I took a break, and then we moved to Texas, and
You made a mistake.
I was using her live, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, my friend I buy from all the time in her boutique, she's from Dallas." I didn't know it was a regular thing for you. I didn't know. I really didn't know anything. I just knew that you were coming where I was, and we were going to be close. And I said, "Let's go to dinner, grab drinks." I know when I
Or
don't know.
you said, "Do you need help?" You messaged
Yes,
me.
because you said dinner. We never get to go out to dinner, honey. I
And you
have
know
to.
that now, don't you, girl?
Yes, and then I was like, "Let me come help you. Let me come help you." And you were like, "Are you sure?" I mean, I will.
Yeah, because I thought, yeah, she has no clue. Everybody thinks it's a glamour trip, that it's so glamorous, and it is fun and it's great.
One
But
tiny second
man,
of it.
right?
No, you can't.
Behind the scenes are like behind the scenes. And
I learned my lessons on that for
so then
decades
I
later.
tried to figure out, I had to figure out how I was going to get you in there. That was the biggest thing because it's like Fort Knox. You can't just walk in there. And if you hadn't been an employee, you would have a pay stub and then I could register you. But without that, there's no way. And so I ended up calling my friend that does paper lace, and she ended up getting you in, and
Oh,
actually you worked
precious.
with her for a
Oh,
few seasons.
the best. I'm like, you would have to go to college. And the people that know me, I am very thankful and blessed because where I'm at, it don't come. I don't know how it happened. I really don't. I just know that I wanted to help. And when I got here, I just loved everybody loved each other and just have just a good rapport. And I just like, oh, I want to be a part of this. I love clothes. I love people. Let me, can I help? I'm just not doing nothing. This will be something that, fill my time. And
Right.
um, that first week, of course, Trina hired me.
Hey, can I interrupt for 2
Mhm.
seconds? I gotta tell y'all the real story. Y'all definitely ask questions. Let us know if you have questions or whatever. We'll get into more of that. Um, but I gotta tell you something funny. So yes, Trina hired her to work in the showroom, but that particular market, she really didn't need your help because she already had her sister helping her. And so she said, "Why don't you shadow Felicia?" And I'm like, "Oh Jesus," because I go 90 miles an hour, right? And I don't stop. I mean, Josh was like this right behind me because I'm like boom, 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 boom. And Rebecca was so excited. She was like a kid in a candy store. She would not shut up, y'all. And I finally look over. I was like, "Would you please be quiet?" Because she was just telling me,
You're like,
Jenny Kathy, and it was so funny. I'm in there trying to buy jewelry, and I have to focus, man, because especially like day 2 or 3, because I'm like, by that point, you're like, you're down, you're wore down, and it was so funny because everybody, and then your little accent, everybody was so cute, like, where in the heck is she from? I said, same place I am.
yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, so go ahead and tell your whole feelings. How do you feel now about helping Felicia Bella and doing what you're doing? And what was your talk about that first experience? It was wild.
Well, I got a scar. I don't know if y'all saw last time that I uh, worked and showed jewelry. I had like a sore on my face. It's from Stamen. Okay, that's no joke.
But wait, not from me, not from Felicia
I
Bella. Wait a
have
minute.
still like helping Miss Trina. Like that's a serious thing. No one tells you that. So if you ever are in this position, be careful with that steamer. It'll mess you up. Um, but no, just little things like that. I was like, oh, and I looked at you and I was like, I don't know, I don't like doing this part, but I like doing the other part. Like then you
Yeah.
was like, oh, well, you have to work to get to that part. I'm like, okay. So, but you just talk to layers. And I am very thankful because someone like you and Miss Trina have been in the business forever. I'm not really looking into it business. I just love being a part of it. And I'm thankful for y'all letting me be a part of it and just getting to see it and, you know, be a part of it. That's all. I just love it. But I'm very thankful.
So what was your okay, then the next market or a few markets later, you helped me with the first live. You were terrified.
Well, it was at your house. I wasn't as bad, but when you told me we were gonna go live the first time, like in the store, I was like, that's what was scary because all
In the
the
showroom, yeah, you were like
and I was and then changing our so
yeah, you have to make sure you don't strip in front of the camera.
yeah,
It's
well,
real
I think
important.
in healthcare you lose all that. Like you don't
So
you don't
I
really worry about that stuff. Being shy, I mean, like it doesn't bother you. But it's just another level. Look, you really have to know your stuff. It's like a formula almost. And not even that. Even if you know the formula to do the boutique, to do a store, you would still, if you don't have the gift, I don't think that it would ever do. It's like, I mean, think about how many years that you've been doing this, you know?
there I go. Sorry. Somebody called on this phone of all times. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. So,
Okay, so did y'all hear the question? You want to ask it again? So I wanted you to give because I love to see from fresh eyes.
mhm.
You're right. I've been doing this a long time and it just helps me to grow because I'm always trying to grow and increase. Like that's part of why I got you girls so important to me because it's all about bringing women out of who they are into who they can be. And I have literally seen that happen in you. We've talked about this that you're like a rose that's like blooming and, but I want you to see I mean, I want you to share just a little bit of the backside of through your eyes.
Yes. Well, like I said, like some people think that it's so easy, but it's not. It's just like someone that is a good drawer that can be, considered an artist because they can, draw a line or something, but it takes someone in there to go in there and make something that they're not just looking at. You take something like an empty canvas and you fill it with all this stuff and then you make it your own. And that's a big deal. Like a lot of people don't even concept what I'm saying and I'm not even being communicating it very well. But
Are you saying that are you talking about, like, as an artist, are you talking about behind the scenes at Felicia Bella, like, taking pieces and
like how um well, there's always like a level. So, like, the first level is that she has to see the products when she wants to pick it, seeing it. So, she comes here. She pays to travel to go somewhere to get the clothes for our our little world where we are, and so there's that. And then when she gets there, she has like a million, there's like a million here, y'all, of different labels and designers and artists. And she has to go through that. And in the short amount of time that she has, she will go and pick out the pieces from those artists and pay for it before you even see it. Okay. And she goes on her heart with that. It's not like someone told her, hey, pick this one because it's going to do you good. I mean, she might get a little ear of like that birdie in her ear kind of thing. But if you're not in it when there's so many others and you don't know what you're doing, there's no way you could do what she does. I don't know how to explain it. This might not be.
well, I think I really want you to share, like, the heart that, I shared this last night on my live, and it really blessed me so much this past week when our pastor, which I absolutely love, was right in the middle of the sermon and he stopped. He was talking about the world of fashion and of beauty and there's so much vanity. Everybody's trying to look better than this one, better than that one. And literally he was talking about just all the beauty industry and all that. He literally stopped and he said, "That's really why it just blessed me out. $1,000,000 couldn't have bought me what he said to me was so beautiful." He literally stopped in the middle and the church is full. And he said, just like, that's why I love Felicia Bella, because her heart is, I got you, girl, inside helping come out. So the whole time I'm there, and I kind of wanted you to touch on that, that that it's so important to me that, yes, we're making that woman beautiful externally, but it's to give her the confidence that she needs to be able to walk in a room and not be a mouse and own it. And honestly, I've seen you become more that way. Do you agree?
Of course. I think that you know what, you have to be a certain way in healthcare. And
Yeah.
and so I think I was just in that shell still when we first was like working together and everything. But how people react to you and how I've seen them blossom too on their lives, on the lives where the people have started to dress and feel better and venture out and then inspired them. Like you have people that's come to you like, can you help me? I want to start a jewelry business. I want to start, all this little things. They always end up coming to you and you just put everything down and try to just give and give into it and feed into that because you love that. You love giving back to people and you love to see someone that really wants to grow and change and be that light, and be part of the kingdom. And I just
Yeah.
really think that that's beautiful. So not only are you making women beautiful on the outside, you're also making them beautiful on the inside. And so that just means so much more.
Well, I
And
think our heart, and you coming with me is so beautiful because you've had a hard background. And I think when you walk through your place of pain is your greatest place of blessing. And I think walking through the things that we walk through, they're the greatest gift. I guess that's what I should say. And I think it's so much deeper. I've kind of gotten to the point now where I've actually talked about it on my live a couple of times. That's why I felt like it was time to really birth our "I Got You, Girl" and the future, the plans we have for it. But I feel like that I have gotten to a place where I've outgrown spiritually what I'm doing because I've been on such a journey with the Lord and with what He's called me to do. And it's so much more than just external. It's really internal, and I think I've just been so blessed with the people, the contacts, and thank you for that, but I don't really I wanna help people as long as they're honest and upright. I've dealt with many that are not,
but think about
and
that
that's been a
little
great
experience
lesson.
for blessing them, right?
Right, but it's been a great blessing. I thank him for the hell I've been through because that's really what makes you grow and realize the areas that you need to work on, and I'm a big advocate of looking inside and going, "What caused that trigger?" or "What spurred that?" and to work on those things, so that's real important to me. And we had that conversation probably the second market you helped me, because I think I offended you at one point because I was just saying, "Don't do this, don't try," and it was
I can
like,
understand that would never have been me. That
yeah, she was like, "I don't think I can please you," and I said, "No,
no,
it's
I
not
just
that."
am a perfectionist. And so every time like I was in crazy. And so when I was trying to analyze when we start where I kind of just be quiet and I kind of pay attention. I couldn't do that in this situation. It was everybody that was coming up to me. And you're like, how do you know so many people? I'm like, well, you have me working here. So I meet all these people. And so that was still, when I saw I'm a little squirrely too. So it was like, I don't know. I just see, I don't even know what
Do it.
I just
You're
I'm probably cutting down. I'm sorry. I hear myself echoing.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Um,
We'll have to get you a microphone.
I do have one that accessorized it to the phone. Um, but just
But
I
let's
get
talk. Let's talk about. Has your whole demographic changed fashion wise
yeah.
after working at Felicia Bella or with me?
I catch myself saying stuff when I see things out and about. It's just like if you buy a blue car and you start seeing blue cars everywhere.
Right.
It's,
Right.
I say, oh, there's like I'll just start saying name brands and stuff that you carry, and just how do you know? And then you know, and then people that know, they're like, oh, that's exciting.
Okay, talk about this. Your family and your husband. How has he seen you actually change? Is he
He said
excited?
that finally I have a job that makes me happy. And I have said for years that healthcare was my passion because I feel like it was my purpose. And he
Right.
but nothing like seeing you work and do this. And that he literally called Felicia and Josh and was thanking them. And was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen my wife so happy. I think he PayPal Josh some money or something. I don't even remember.
No, that was because you got your car locked up in remember in
And
a
I hated
valet because
like I would just
Miss
PayPal them that day.
Miss Prius couldn't park and walk.
I was like, I had just moved here, and everybody said that's Dallas and all this.
So she valet parked while we're schlepping stuff across the parking lot through the different parking garages.
Then they paid for
And
mine.
we're like, you did what?
You paid for mine. To think about it when you say it like that, like we didn't even do that, and I'm like, yeah. And then you ended up having to pay for mine because I didn't have cash. They only took cash, but
Oh,
we
it was
paid
funny.
them, piled them right back. So
Well, because they closed, we were there too late. We were there late a lot.
would come out and box me off. And of course, I'm used to 12-hour shifts at the hospital, so it didn't bother me. And she kept looking over to see if I was breaking. I was like, you want a bathroom break? Need water? Need something? And I'm like, no.
Oh, that's funny.
We were
That is
talking like that.
funny.
Like, who's going to be the first one to break to the bathroom?
Right.
And then
Oh God, what
Josh
is
is like,
what
"Don't you get your time off."
speaking of which, how do you get a bathroom break on market? You don't. You hold it. That's terrible.
It's like you try to push it, just like
You better have some protein
No.
bars in those Huckins babies. All I got to say. And go in the showrooms where they give you, do you want some water? Yes, please. I'm parched. So anybody have any questions about anything? I want to talk about where we're going and where our heart is about interviewing women and different things that I really want to touch on. I'm big on, and I've actually shared some of it with Rebecca. I haven't tested her yet, but I'm big on energy work and frequency. And it's funny now, you talk about frequency, Pastor talks about frequency. Y'all been around me so much. It's like,
Oh, yeah, I said grounded the other day. I said, I feel so grounded today. Like it just was like, okay.
it's like, what is that?
He said, are you going to stay in the house?
Oh, man, that's funny. I
I
love
told him
it.
to go touch some grass. And
Right, go get those feet in the dirt. Which, by the way, I have a new bracelet that's a grounding bracelet that I actually hope that we're going to be able to carry. If not, I'm just going to promote it because, oh my God, it's changed everything. But we won't get into that today. Um, but let's talk about where our vision is as far as I think the ladies kind of know where my heart is and where I want to go. Um, just all aspects of women and especially pulling them out of the closet into being the fullness. I think so many people, like, I think you hit this note a while ago. You said, I felt like my purpose forever was in healthcare, but now I feel like it's changed. And I think if women, my vision for this, and I don't mean to be the only one talking here, and I want you to elaborate on it. But my vision for this is you've always been an artist. You mentioned that on the beginning. Okay. So I'm a listener too, by the way. You know that. But you mentioned that you were an artist in school and you loved drawing. You were the one in the class that, and obviously you were creative if you're hiding your braces behind the air conditioning unit and
Kim, who's three?
at the church. Obviously that's some creativity. That's some sneaky creativity right there. But that our heart is, you said that. Okay, so when you said that, what came to me, just what I'm getting is that you literally always had that in you, but you had to have that seed watered. You had to have that seed, some light put on that seed that was in you so that seed could sprout forth. And that is really what my vision is that we're going to pursue, hopefully. Not that we're an end and all, because we're not by any means, but I believe our hearts are right and pure, and that we can, because so many, I'm saying all that to say this, so many people do not know what their purpose is. They have no idea. They spend their whole work life doing a job that they hate just for a paycheck. They go home, they do whatever, whatever, whatever. And I think each and every woman, or everybody, not just women, every person on this planet, when God brought us here, I can't help but get my preach in, sorry. But when God brought them here, it's not a mistake, number one. And number two, you literally were downloaded before you got here with purpose. And I think if we, as I got you, girl, my vision is to help put that vision to that purpose in women's lives, whether it be through fashion, frequency, um,
Feeling.
yes, yes, all of those things. And I'm so excited, Rebecca, about what we're doing. And I just feel like God is so in this, and hopefully we'll touch lives and make a difference. But anyway, you give me your perspective.
I feel the same. I feel like us being on different kind of like ways of thinking too. Um, we touch on all areas, the both of us
Right.
together, and I think that that's amazing. And also all of our little Bella family, as I call it, like there's, like you said, everyone has a place and a
Mhm.
purpose,
Right.
and we're not just an eye in the team kind of thing, and we're just want it to be a sanctuary, like she was
Yes.
saying, a safe place
Praise.
to come and if you leave your message with us that we're either going to pop a show about it or we're going to answer it for you. She will probably spend no telling how long studying it for you. If it's something that's someone really needs, I know that she does that. She goes all in out. She stopped her business, her passion to test someone last time we were here. It was a store
Yeah,
owner.
that 2 people, and I was exhausted. And Gary was looking at me like, "Am I next?" And I was thinking, "Please don't ask me. Please don't ask me."
Right, right. I was like, well, just, keep him in because I see that. I see her. As soon as she comes in the door, she is a light. And I just feel like it's going to be amazing to have her guidance and us together and the things we have on store, our women's conference, just the shopping trips, all the stuff that we have. It's just, I can't even say it all right. It's just like,
I know,
trying to
I
tell
know.
um, just so much. And going back on our passion, I think that we're just a little bit of a part of something that someone can go to and say, "Hey, I want to know more about my passion in me
Mhm,
and also my purpose. But I also want to learn my purpose without losing my passion. And I
mhm.
also want to learn my my passion without losing my purpose."
Purpose.
So we're also like, she wants grounded. Like she was saying, I want to be balanced. I want to make and take it to another level. I feel like that
Mhm.
we're going with this and what we're creating. And I'm so
Right. And everybody, I wanna add to that just a tad. Everybody has gifts, and there's no big eyes or big little U's or whatever, and I've always been an advocate of that. Everybody has gifts that they bring to the table. No one person has it all, for sure, and I'm thankful for that because that's why we have to have each other, and just not just us 2 working together, but
we have
my
a
team here,
I like
you
it's a
know.
sanctuary we're trying to create. And if we go, I'm sure there'll be more that will add on to
And
it.
And the ladies that watch my lives, they really mean the world to me, and it just matters to me. It really does matter to me. And I think you're getting a part, you're really grasping that heartbeat too, which is beautiful, I think.
I love it. Real recognize real, darling. And it's
I
always
guess that's true.
yeah.
That's true, absolutely. That first live with Alice's jewelry was rough and tough, but hey, if we can get through that, we can do anything.
I didn't I'll do the best I can to help you. And I'll
No,
understand
remember
it.
the one at the house and you and Joshua were y'all were like, man, everybody was screaming at everybody. We're like, we could get
We're
this.
screaming. We're trying to do. Everybody had a way they was thinking it would be better, I think. And then, of course, we need to just learn. And that's
Oh
why
yeah.
we
And that's something
learned
else that I
it.
want. That's something else I want I Got You Girl to be about. Being real. Man, just like today, I'm dizzy. I'm drunk as a skunk from vertigo. But just being real and not faking. I hate mask,
Right.
and I think that's one of the things that women are so desiring to take the mask off. Also, that's another vein of what we're talking about, just so they can be real. The mask is like
Real and
how you look at the world or how you want them to perceive you that's blocked,
what is
you
your
know?
what is your legacy? That's
Yeah.
another question I want to. What is your legacy? What is it when someone asks you about Felicia Bella? What will they say? What will they say about your
Or
time?
somebody else's life. Yeah, that's what yeah, yeah. What do you leave? And just enjoying life, living. It's time to start living and quit just
Inter-
striving and grinding and struggling and all those things. And I think
Energy
just
to it.
being a voice for those things, advocate of it. So, does anybody have any questions? I really can't see on my phone right
We have
here because
four viewers right now.
okay.
It's
So it'll be shared to, I knew a lot of them last night asked for the link, but it will be shared later to our Facebook and we couldn't split screen at this point on the app or any of those places, which is where we get the most followers. So we build up the YouTube. So y'all share, definitely share with your friends that you think would want to be a part of where we're at and what we're doing.
and we might be a little not perfect, but hey, we're real. But we're gonna have real subjects and we're gonna continue.
Right.
If you want to know something, you know that you're gonna get the real over here answer.
Hey,
And
you want to talk real? I haven't even told you this, so y'all can be watching. I literally talked to my doctor's office this morning. I have an appointment tomorrow for the pellets, the bioidenticals. And so I'm going to interview her for the next week's live. And also, you're gonna get to see her slit my tail open and put the pellets in. Talk about getting real.
pretty awesome. Y'all better tune in because I talked to her. I was like, "You got to do that," and she's like, "No one's one that's seen that." I said, "Girl, I haven't seen it. Let's do it. Let's do it."
Isn't that the truth? Oh, definitely subscribe. You guys definitely subscribe.
Yeah, we'll
I
find
love
out.
it. Barbara's
Both
bringing
of
me a
you,
piece of paper saying,
right?
we're really new at this. Oh, me. So, is anybody asking any questions that y'all can see? Okay. All right. Is there anything? Let's wrap her up because Becca is getting ready to go do a live in Alice's showroom.
This is one of the
And if you miss it, we'll definitely have some extra pieces. But yes, she's already given me a preview of it. Even though I was like, hold that camera still, girl. She was like, oh,
one that
and I'm
got
like, okay, that's good. It's better now. I think my medicine kicked in, but we're stormy here today. So I think it's definitely, again, here you go, Miss Frequency. I'm so sensitive to all energies. I don't care what it is, if it's the atmosphere, if it's going in places that have a lot of people, I have to really beef myself up to manage it. So that's a lot of it, is what it is. So, anyway, anything else you want to say?
please like, share, and subscribe. And
Yes.
share us if you want to be a part of this journey with us. And I'm excited about having our new t-shirts. Be sure you leave an email with Joshua if you want to be on a list for that. And also, please join our live minute.
In a few minutes.
It's past 3:30. But let's see, it is 30. No, it's 2:37. So at 3
Yeah.
o'clock. I thought we
Oh,
was
I told him 3:30, so you're good.
okay.
Yeah, that's what he put out.
3:30. I'm going live with Alice in Dallas. I've got all the new pieces. I've done took pictures and stuff, and I'm just Miss Alice is pricing it for me now, and gonna invoice Miss Felicia, and then I'll show you all those pieces. I can't say
And
like
you're gonna do the number system so
I,
they can
and I do have a little bit of. I have like 100, almost not even 100 pieces. It
oh
isn't.
well.
It's not. It's not even 100. It's not even 50. I think it's like.
Oh, you're welcome, Connie. We're definitely gonna get that. I was like, I'm excited about that. And I think I may do this too, Rebecca. I hadn't decided yet. Talk about being real. I think I'm gonna get some more of she did some not filler, but it wasn't Botox, it was something else tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
And I think I may do interview her on that as well on a separate platform. And then I may do a little lip flip or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just and then like say like
And do that and let y'all see it. Watch
yes,
me cry.
so when you go to Thursday, be like say this is how it's felt. This is
Yeah.
like tell us how it feels, like how you because I've been thinking about that. This is another thing we could talk about.
Yeah.
So we do when we're getting older. I've been wanting to do something like Botox or maybe something.
And here we were talking about vanity, but and it is a lot of it, but the heart. But our heart, I hope, is right. If it's not, God help me to make it right.
Yes, I believe.
All right, girl. Well, girls, thank you for joining. We love y'all so much. We appreciate everybody. There may be some guys even watching. I don't know. Lord, I hope not with me getting pellets, but
Oh my goodness.
you
This
won't
is the
see
part
much.
we'll fix that later.
Oh, right. Okay, so you got to go, sister. All right, guys, we love you. Thank you. If you have any messages or questions, we'll be watching the chat line to see, and if we can answer anything, just let us know. We'll be happy to. But we've got some exciting folks that we're going to have on here. Even some ladies that have been through abuse, all kinds of things that have recovered and their lives have stepped forward. Just there's so many. So, and who knows, we may even have some famous folks on here besides, of course, all of y'all. You never know.
All right. That's
You never know with us. I have more divine appointments than I can even describe. It's crazy. All right, guys. Love y'all. Have a great rest of the week. And we will see you on I Got You Girl next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.